Hello, Moore County. This is John Nagy, editor of the Pilot in Southern Pines, coming to you from the back deck of the Pinehurst studio today. A more traditional May appears to be setting in, and the next few days are going to be back deck worthy. While at the office earlier this morning, I registered at 97.3 on the Pilot's fancy thermometer, so I'm staying on the cool side even as the temperatures warm up. Well, for the first time since we began doing these broadcasts for you almost 2 months ago, we're going to start off this afternoon with news that is not related to the coronavirus pandemic. Instead, we have some important but sad news to report. Former Moore County Sheriff Layne Carter has passed away. Laine was sheriff from 2002 until his retirement in 2013. He began his career with the Moore County Sheriff's Office on October 16, 1978, as a deputy. He rose through the ranks over the years and in 1997 was selected by newly appointed Sheriff Frank Johnson to be his chief deputy. In 2002, Layne Carter ran for and won the office of sheriff. This is a developing story for us, so we're putting that together, and you'll find more on thepilot.com here shortly. Also, while we're talking about law enforcement, a Moore County Schools elementary school principal is on leave after being charged by Pinehurst police with operating a golf cart while under the influence of alcohol. Molly Capps, the principal at the new McDeeds Creek Elementary School, was charged April 28th in connection with the incident near her home in Pinehurst. According to a police report, the Capps was, according to the report, ejected from a golf cart in the vicinity of Azalea Road. That's about a mile from her home, police said. She's faces several other charges in connection with that, according to court records, and is scheduled to appear in court on August 5th. So you'll find that story on thepilot.com as well. As it relates to the coronavirus, the Moore County Health Department dashboard is recording 164 positive cumulative coronavirus cases and still 10 deaths. Over at the First Health of the Carolinas website, its dashboard reported that it has administered 3,646 tests, of which 386 were positive cases. So they're still right around 10 or 11% of positives for total tests. And again, the health system is awaiting test results for 132 patients. We put up a short blurb online a little while ago. The More Humane Society is distributing dog and cat food from noon to 4 p.m. on Monday, this coming Monday, May 18th. That's going to occur at their location, 5355 NC22 in Carthage. So it's kind of like right below where the county is building their new recreation center, right there on 22. And you can get there from noon to 4, and they're distributing dog and cat food. A spokesman for the organization says a number of pet owners locally are struggling to feed their animals since getting laid off due to the coronavirus. If you want to know more information about that, you can email Lynn Conrad. Her email is Lynn, Lynn, Conrad, CONRAD, @gmail.com. In other news this afternoon, the Southern Pines Town Council has tentatively approved a plan for the two new medical buildings that are going to go up on Morganton Road across from the Pavilion building. That's the one where the Char Bar 7 is, right in front of the Legends at Morganton Park apartment complex, a big vacant plot of land out there, and that's where those new buildings are going to go. The collaborative project is between Pinehurst Medical Clinic and Pinehurst Surgical Clinic. The council sort of initially reviewed that and approved it last fall. They've come in with some updated plans for that. And it sort of shifts the side-by-side buildings to separate parcels, and they are both going to front Morganton Road. There are going to be 2 stories, and they'll look a lot alike. They'll have complementary architectural features, and parking is going to be accessible from an extension of Pavilion Way, and there's going to be a new connector road called Patriot Way. Now, Pinehurst Surgical Clinic's new facility is going to include an extension of its surgical services and provide medical office space and an urgent care center that's going to provide immediate care for all their specialties. Meanwhile, over here in Pinehurst, you know how they've been crabbing about speeding ever since we switched from horses to cars. The village manager, Jeff Sanborn, has given Police Chief Earl Phipps the go-ahead to buy 4 of these speed radar signs that show passing motorists just how fast they're traveling. They blink when you're exceeding the posted limit. Sanborn said they think, quote, this is one of the things we can do to help address speeding in our neighborhoods. So you might want to be careful the next time you want to try doing 55 down Lake Forest Drive. Not quite sure yet where they're going to be putting those signs. When we find out, we'll let you know. That's about all we have for you this afternoon in this briefing. We're working on these and a few other stories for Sunday's paper, including some complaints folks are making about a postal carrier going into a local senior living facility who refuses to have his temperature taken. Writer Jamie Baxley is working on that story and has been trying to catch up with the Southern Pines postmaster for comment on that. So hopefully that story will be ready this evening or first thing tomorrow. I know Jamie's been trying to track that down most of the day today. Also tonight, managing editor David Sinclair is headed over to the athletic field complex of Pinecrest High School. They're going to be lighting up the fields and scoreboards and doing some cool things to honor the graduating class of 2020. Tonight, I saw something posted on Facebook that to celebrate the graduating class of 2020, folks suggest you leave your porch lights on to light up the night for these kids who are graduating in 2020. So we'll bring you some of those photos in a bit as well. That kind of reminds me, we had a meeting today about our special graduation section that we're going to have coming up. We have been working with Moore County Schools and some other partners to produce that. We've been doing this every year where we have every senior portrait for every graduating senior. And this year we're doing some different things to kind of help this class and the special nature of their graduation ceremony. So that's going to be coming out in early June. Well, I'll be talking to you more about it as it gets closer, but we're in the planning stages right now and it's starting to really shape up nicely. As always, you can keep up with all this news at thepilot.com and on our Facebook page. We're not yet doing TikTok. Okay, I never foresee us doing anything on TikTok. The last thing anyone wants to see is me dancing. I think the production team has seen me occasionally doing the Friday afternoon boogie after these broadcasts, and it ain't pretty. So don't expect to see me dancing on TikTok anytime soon. The production team is behind the scenes nodding furiously. We thank you for supporting your local newspaper and your reporting team here at the Pilot. We're continuing to plug away during this pandemic, not just covering the coronavirus and all those impacts, also all the other regular news, and man, there's been plenty of it. These are the things that are closest to you, the things that most affect your daily life. Traffic, schools, growth, public safety, local business, lifestyle news. That's what we bring you. If you're not getting that, be a part of this community and stay informed. I say this repeatedly. A digital subscription to the Pilot is $5 a month. You can find that on our homepage at thepilot.com. We'd love to have your support. We've got our digital vendors now working on redesigns for our website and mobile platforms. That's all pretty exciting stuff. I'm going to be talking to you more about it as it progresses. So there's lots of really cool changes to come. So we really want you to be a part of all that. Recapping our top stories today, not coronavirus related for once. Moore County this afternoon, mourning the death of former Sheriff Layne Carter, who passed away earlier today. Carter had been sheriff for about 11 years, from 2002 until 2013. And also, a Moore County elementary school principal was on leave after being charged last month with driving while under the influence of alcohol. So you can see those stories and all these other stories on thepilot.com. That's it for now, folks. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Have a great evening. Be safe, be kind, keep your distance.